Hey everyone, in this video we will solve a very popular interview question. Okay, so the question is to make a function named alternate sum subtract which takes argument like this, okay, and returns alternate sum and subtraction of all the uh, arguments, okay, like here 1, then +2, then -3, then +4, then -5, +6. Okay, so we are doing addition and subtraction alternate. Okay, firstly we will do addition, then subtraction, then addition, then subtraction, like that, and so on. Okay, so we have to implement a function like this. So after seeing this function, we can know that it is a currying problem. So yeah, we will solve this using currying. Now let's see how can we implement it. So here we can see that uh, we have to apply addition or subtraction alternatively. Okay, so for that we need to maintain one flag. Fine, and then we have to apply the same logic again and again. Okay, so for here, for the first set of argument, we have to apply that logic, like loop through all the elements and then do alternate subtraction and addition. Okay, then for this, then after at this step we have to apply the same, like for 3 we will do subtraction, and then for 4 we have to do addition. Okay, so we can see that there is repetition of logic here. Okay, so we can think of recursion. And what will be the base case of our recursion? So till we have arguments in the function, we will loop through the arguments and do alternate addition and subtraction. And when there is no argument, like at the end here, we will have this no argument function. Fine, so at this case we will end our recursion. Fine, so this is the logic. Now let's try the logic. Fine, so first of all we will maintain a flag, create a variable, we have to keep it at global. Fine, named each sum to maintain, like we have to do addition or subtraction. Okay, it will be boolean. Okay, then we have to create a function. So create a function addition. Okay, and it will take argument, it will take, it can have multiple arguments. Fine, so we can use rest operator here. Fine, so all the arguments of this function will come as args1 array. Okay, fine, now in each iteration we will keep the addition of all the previously computed value in a variable named sum. Okay, and that sum we will place as first argument of this args1. Okay, so define a variable named sum. Okay, so it will keep the addition till that stage. Fine, and this sum will be args1 0. Okay, so the addition or alternate addition or subtraction of all the elements till that stage will come in first element of args1. Okay, and we will store that in a variable named sum. Okay, then we will return another function from this function, because we have to use closure here. So we'll create a inside function, inner function, and return it from the function. Okay, and this inner function, let's call it inner. Okay, so this inner function will take argument function inner can have multiple arguments, and we will use rest operator here. and store it in a args2 array. Okay, and inside of this function we will will loop through args1 args1 and args1 array and do alternate sum or subtraction. Okay, then we will loop through args2 array and do alternate sum or subtraction. Okay, and they will update the value, stated value will be stored in this sum variable. Fine. Okay, now we will return from this function, inner function. So we'll check, do we have args2 or not? Like, and this is the base case. So we need to check that if we have more arguments or not. Okay. So if args dot args2 has length, okay, greater than 0, then we'll return alternate sum of, okay, else will return, simply return the sum. Okay, so if we have more arguments, then we will in the next iteration of our recursion, we will keep the sum as the first argument of this args1. Okay, and we'll call our function recursively, otherwise we will simply return the sum. Okay, so this is the logic. Now let's implement it. Okay, so first of all we will create the flag let is sum. Okay, so in the first iteration we have to do plus addition. Okay, so this will be true. Now we will create a function alternate sum. Okay, it will take a array of arguments. Fine, and here we will store the sum of all till that stage in a variable named sum. Okay, and that the sum can be found in first element of args1. Okay, fine. And then we will return an inner function. Okay, and it can have array of arguments which we are storing in args2. Okay, now we will loop through this args1 and do our logic addition or subtraction. Okay, so here we will start loop from 1 because we are using the 0th index for storing the sum till that stage. Okay, so we will start from 1, then I less than args1 dot length. Okay, and we will check the flag. If it's sum, then we have to do sum. Okay, so sum equals to sum plus this argument, else sum equal to sum minus this argument. Fine. Similarly, we have to do for args2 also. In args2 we can start from index 0. Fine. Then we will check if we have more arguments or not. Okay, so for our base case we have to check the length of this args2. So if args2 has length, okay, then we will call our function recursively till that sum. Okay, we will send the sum in the first argument. Okay, else we will return the sum. Fine. So this is the code. Now let's run it. So here we are doing till 10. Okay, so what will be the value of this? So 10, 1, 972 8 3 3 plus 4 7. Okay, so 7 should come. So let's store this in a variable name answer, and let's console answer. Okay, now let's run it. Alternate. Okay, so I think there's some issue here. What went wrong? ARGS1, ARGS2. Okay, we are not updating flag. Okay, so after doing our calculation, we have to update it so that for the next iteration, it can do the opposite of what we done in this iteration. Okay, so its sum will be not its sum. Like if it is false, then it will become true, and if it is true, then it will become false. Fine. Now let's run it. Yeah, so here we can see we are getting 7. Okay, so that's all. Here this step we missed in the logic part, so let's write it. Sum and update the sum flag. Okay, and so this is the logic and the code, and it is also running. Fine. So it is a very popular interview question. I have also faced this question in my one of my interview. Okay, so I hope it helps. Thank you for watching.